I have my glasses in there. They're over on the sofa.
Do you want them? If it's to read labels, I can read labels.
Yeah, you can read the labels then. I'll put that up there, if that's all right.
No.
Thank you.
You can leave that bit in there. I'm going to put that over there, is it alright? No.
Blending in with the background.
Oh, you are, aren't you? Quite drastically. Oh dear. Well, I just want to drink tea now.
Oh, this is good coffee.
It's only like the Nescafe.
Mm.
Cafe? Cafe thing.
Kevlar.
That's something else altogether. Isn't that armour? Kevlar. Don't want to drink armour, do you? Maybe that is your armour.
Mm. Sorry, I should stop slurping.
I just did it as well.
It is a nice sofa.
Oh, I think it might be.
It's probably the mug. Right then.
Well, we've now got 3 minutes 10 seconds for you to cut out.
That's fine. Who's doing the intro? You? Right then. I might not cut any of this out.
Yeah, but it's going to be 3.5 minutes of crap and people aren't going to want to watch that, are they?
Yeah,
You do like a little outtake thing at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right then.
Go on then.
So, welcome to episode 18.
Yes.
Of the Norfolk Girls Knitting Podcast. My name is Amanda.
And I am Shannon.
And together we're Norfolk Girls Knitting. This is a place on the internet where we share all the things that we've been up to and what we've been making. And individually, we can be found as Miss Mandy Lou on Instagram and Ravelry.
And I am Blueferns Yarns on Instagram, Ravelry, Facebook.
TikTok.
I've got a TikTok profile, but I don't use it.
Who thinks that Shannon should do TikToks?
Oh God, no. You don't want to see videos of me doing crazy shit. Sorry. Didn't need to swear so quickly.
I do.
Sorry.
I watch her doing crazy things.
When?
All the time.
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's the big, mid-May.
Nearly mid-May.
Nearly
It's
mid-May.
like the 11th.
And
It's like the 11th. It is the 11th.
yeah. And this is about the third, is it second month in a row or third month in a row where we're actually stuck to our schedule?
I don't know.
I can't remember. Anyway, so we're here again.
We are.
And we have got things to show you. So mine today is all knitting.
Mine's knitting and crochet.
Okay. Yeah.
So how many finished objects have you got?
I've got 3.
Okay. I've got 3. How many whips?
2.
I've got 3.
Show off. I have got 2 at home that I'm not allowed to show anybody, so
I've got another 2 over there that I can't show anyone. So, but anyway,
you just have to one-up me all the time.
it's usually you.
Yes, but I don't have a job at the moment, and so I usually have more time. But anyway, talking of jobs, I start my new job next Monday.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, you're going to be exhausted, aren't you?
Oh, cheers, thanks.
Well, no, we're going away to the big flop.
I know. But I'm only doing 8 till 3:30.
Okay, it's not too bad.
4
then.
days a week. So
That's not too bad.
No.
Are you going to tell them what you're doing? Or is that a secret?
well, it's
Sorry.
So,
I'm just outing Mum if she doesn't want to say it.
I'm going back to the NHS, but not in a clinical role this time. I'm going back as a medical secretary. So yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah.
I did just mention that we've got the big flock happening this coming weekend, which I will be vending at. Mum is coming along, but she is not helping. I have got my lovely friend Nicola from TK Can Make helping. So thank you very much, Nicola. But you're
coming along for the ride.
Yeah, you wanted a jolly, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then I said I was going. I offered out the other half of my bed, but I forgot that I'd already offered it to Nicola. And I was like, ah! So I sorted out the bedrooms. I booked an extra bedroom for the weekend. So you're coming along and you're doing my driving.
Yes.
I hate driving.
Shannon doesn't like going on motorways. So if
So it would have taken a lot longer for me.
From Norfolk to Bristol, not going on motorways is about 3.5 days. So Shannon's trying to compose herself.
I just had tea come out my nose. Can I drink the rest of this or not? Is that gross?
It's your nose.
Put it down.
It wasn't that funny.
Just so I wasn't expecting it. I thought you were just going to say it'll take a long while.
3.5 days. We're leaving tomorrow.
Oh my god,
dear.
Mum.
Right then.
Snorting tea. That is not a good feeling.
Do you want some of my coffee?
Can I have a tissue? Hold on.
Hold, please. Yeah, so we're going to the big flock. I did try and book onto a course, but unfortunately it was full and I'm on a wait list, so I'm kind of hoping that people decide not to, sorry, I'm looking at Shannon. I'm hoping that people decide not to go so I can get on the course. And the course was to do leatherback, jacquard, colour work. So I've kind of done it myself, but it would be quite nice to have a...
Do it properly.
Well, yeah, just to make sure that I'm doing it right.
You're probably doing it right
Because
anyway.
it feels a bit awkward. But hopefully, yeah, it should be all right. I might just... Because they're clear glass, aren't they? I might just stand there.
It's a bit naughty.
I'm just hanging around here. I'm having a quiet time.
You're a cheeky bugger, aren't you?
So
anyway, yeah, finished objects. Should I go first?
Can do. Oh, you might have noticed I've had my hair cut.
And she's blending in with the wall. Yes, I have a black lounge. Yes, I've had people go, why would you paint your lounge black?
It's really cosy though, especially in the winter when it's sort of dark and you've got your soft lights on and all that kind of stuff.
So you can't really see it. You can see the wire. So this is actually attached to a really soft light on the wall, and it makes it really cosy. And also during the summer months, the sun streams through the lounge. I mean, it's quite bright even though we're in a black room.
And it's really overcast as well out there today.
Yeah,
so.
And it's still quite bright, but it streams in and I can get away with it because of how much light is in here.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, in the evenings when I've got my blackout curtains closed and soft lighting on, I could sit down with my good book and just start reading. And
Bennett is very camouflaged in here.
Oh my god! I've also got a black rug and I stood on his tail the other day because I didn't see him. I didn't realise he was on the rug. Yes, he did attack me.
You deserved it.
Yeah, I know. But he also brings in mice and I do see them because they're grey on my black rug. Right. Anyway, apparently, according to one of the knit group girlies, when a cat brings you gifts, shall we say, it's because they think you're incapable.
Oh, you are incapable of catching mice.
I am incapable of I can't even speak. Incapable of catching mice. However, it thinks that you're incapable of looking after yourself. So feeding and things like that.
Point. You stay away from my car.
They're fine.
Sorry. My car's over there and there's a seagull up there.
Do I need to shut the curtain?
No, because we won't have any light at all. And
soft lighting on.
And I parked my car at the seafront at Galston last Saturday. And I had to drive it immediately to the car wash.
You paid them extra for that as well.
And I paid them extra because it was disgusting. It was literally all down the side, all over the roof, and all over the windscreen of the car. Anyway. Right then.
Okay. Finished object number 1, seeing as we've said this a couple of times and we haven't actually done anything. Yeah, I have finished my Flannel Crush Cowl by Samantha Guerin. And I really like it. It's a similar style of knitting as the Grid Gambit Cowl, which I've also made.
And also it's very similar to the is it the shift cowl.
Yeah, so you knit it flat and then you join it, you block it and then you join it by sewing it together. So yeah, that's what it is. And it's a bit of like a bandana cowl, so it's like longer at the front and shorter at the back. Yeah.
You usually say cowboy style.
It is cowboy style. So yeah, that's how it looks when it's on. It's very, very cosy because it's got alpaca in it. Do you know what I've just realised?
What?
We haven't told people what we're wearing.
No.
We'll do that in a minute. Yeah, so I really enjoyed making this one. It's really good. It is a little bit tighter than my Grid Gambit just because I didn't go up a needle size, even though I know I knit tightly, and no, I didn't swatch.
You don't have to swatch for cowls.
I don't think you do. It's not like it's got no stretch.
I think sometimes
it sits right up against your neck, which is what you want.
Yeah, I think sometimes when you have a cowl that's too loose around your neck, you're kind of like you almost have to sort of put your coat on and shush.
Yeah, you have to kind of fold it round your neck, don't you? But yeah, so it's 2 colours. It's mosaic knitting.
It's very pretty.
And the yarn that I use, I'm going to have to go back on my notes, sorry, because I didn't write that bit down.
It was in the previous podcast.
It was in the previous podcast.
And we'll link everything as usual down below.
So it's Rico Design Fashion Cotton yarn, and it's 38% cotton, 32% nylon, 17% alpaca, and 13% wool. So it's very, very warm. Yeah. It's very, very soft.
Yeah,
you felt it.
Yeah.
And it's just a black and a white one that's fluffy with rainbow nets in both.
I might have to go and get some of this when we go back to Harrogate this year.
Yeah, it is. Oh, we came back to yarn, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, loved it. It's a great little project. It's a 4-ply project, but the Grid Gambit was a DK one.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Mum because she's basically pattern knowledge extraordinaire.
I just agree with her. She thinks I'm clever, but I'm just agreeing with her.
Okay. But yeah, so I finished that.
You can do what you're wearing because this is a finished object.
Okay, so what I'm wearing is, I'm not going to stand up because if I stand up,
chaos ensues.
Yeah, basically. Precariously sat. I am wearing my Whitmore. So this is my first ever Whitmore that I had made. I made it out of Blue Fern Yarn's Shimmer DK, which is a 50% merino, 50% silk blend. And I used my colourway called Ivy. Yeah, love it. I did make the medium size as per the pattern. I didn't gauge swatch. So it is a bit smaller than the medium. I think the medium is like a 42-inch bust or something like that. And it's a little bit smaller than that, but it fits quite nicely and I love it. Oh God, how long ago did I do that? It was at Christmas's, wasn't it?
Oh,
I did it for Christmas.
You ended up with clawed hands.
I did it in 3 days. I didn't work those 3 days. I did it between Christmas and New Year.
Were you still working?
I was still at Blue Fern Yarns. I'm still at Blue Fern Yarns. I was at JLL. Yeah. And
you haven't worked
left there 22.
Yeah.
So it must have been 21.
Yeah.
God, okay. Yeah, 2021 then.
We will look on Shannon's notes later.
Yeah.
And stick it up there.
Yeah.
Cool. What did you do that for?
What are you wearing?
We're not doing a
I
A
don't
photo.
know.
I was just going to put the
Have
year
it.
up.
Have it.
So I am wearing my Crystal Creek tee, which has got long sleeves, and this is what I was working on last time. What I'm going to do is I will put a picture in.
Covering up boo.
I might just cover up Shannon. Yeah, so I made this as a test knit for Juuti knits out of Sandnes Garn Lena
Oh, I don't know if you can see that.
in the Matcha colourway. It's blocked out beautifully. I was a bit concerned because before I blocked it, the I-cord edges were
53%
Oh.
Brummel.
Oh,
the one below.
You did this
Sorry.
last.
Did I?
Yeah. So Shannon's reading out the component of the yarn,
Because you haven't got your glasses.
and she's reading the
Swedish.
or whatever.
I'm trying to.
And she did this last time, and I said, and then she went, "Oh, there's English there."
Sorry, do you want me to say it
Go
now?
on, yeah.
So it's 53% cotton, 33% viscose, and 14% linen.
So it's the same makeup as Drops Belle, but Sandnes Garn tend to have brighter, more saturated colours. And this was very saturated because the water turned green when I was blocking it.
Lovely.
Yeah, so, but it's very comfy.
It's got some gorgeous details. So it's got some lace detail around the bottom, and then
Yeah.
you've also got the lace on the sleeves.
So
haven't you?
I'll put a picture of me wearing it, and then I'll put a picture of the lace detail up as well. It's being released this week, I think. Yeah, well, either this week or next week. She's been putting
We'll put the date on the screen.
Yeah, she's been putting quite a few pictures up because I know that the deadline was tomorrow, so it might be at the end of the week. Anyway, but she's been putting some pictures up. So
Oh, okay.
not mine because I haven't gotten pictures on my Ravelry yet. So
Yeah, but we've just taken a few,
Yeah.
haven't we?
yeah, so yes, and I really like it.
It's beautiful.
Fits nicely.
No, it looks lovely.
Okie doke.
So how does this work? Because you've actually got 3 then. 3 and then 3.
Yeah. So you've done one and I've done one.
Oh, it will work out on the finish,
It
on
will.
the whips, on something. No. Anyway, my next finished object is this little shawlette type. I say shawlette. It's still quite long.
It's still quite long. It's
Narrow. Yeah, it's quite narrow. I don't have a pattern for it. I kind of just made it up as I went along. It is just garter stitch. I say it's just garter stitch. I quite like a just garter stitch pattern.
It was made from the leftovers of your
Garden Gate.
garden gate, yeah?
Yeah, so this is literally just using all the leftovers, so I didn't have anything left. It's out of my cozy yarn base, which is 70% baby alpaca, 20% silk, and 10% cashmere. So it is beautifully
Very
soft. And yeah, it's just a very simple shawlette type thing. Yeah. I loved it because I just used until I finished, and then I changed the colour, even if it was mid-row or something like that, because luckily it was a fade, so it kind of worked that way. And yeah, I quite like it. I haven't really got much to say about it. I mean, I can write the pattern out for you if you want. It will literally be a free pattern because it's just a recipe. It's not I haven't done anything fancy with it.
Yeah.
I
mean, you, once you've got the recipe, once you know how to create a shawl, you can stick lace in it, do a couple of rows
you can do lace, you can do all sorts
eyelets,
in it.
and all that kind of stuff. So,
and the other great thing is it's quite compact when it's all sort of folded up, but because it's alpaca, it's going to be very, very warm, isn't it? So, yeah, it might even end up in my gift box for somebody one day, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, so I finished that one.
Right. So my next finished object is finally a finished object. You saw me making this in the previous 2 podcasts, I think. And this is the Iris top by Norfolk.
Let me hold it up.
Yes, please. So as you can see, it's done. I used every little bit of the yarn, and it's the Natural Dye Studio Sphinx Sock 4-ply fingering. So it's 100% British Falkland Merino. And I was given this yarn by my lovely friend Susan, and I didn't quite use it all. I did stop and try it on, and it was really long enough. I didn't really need it any longer. So I think I've probably got about 20 grams left. It's 3x3 rib. It's got bust shaping, as you can see quite dramatically there. And if you turn it to side, you can actually see where
it does poke out a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you could actually see where the shaping was done. So basically what that does, it just gives me a little bit of extra room at the front, and so it will stop the top riding up. I tend to add bust shaping to most things that I make.
I love the colours.
Because it's been a bit of a game changer this year. I've always learned how to do different sort of techniques, but this year, or since Christmas, I've been really concentrating on fit and things that fit nicely. So like this one's got bust shaping in, this has got bust shaping in, and on one later on you can see how I'm tackling the fact that I've got really narrow shoulders compared to the rest of me, and so therefore I'm looking at fit for that. So finding my perfect style jumper, t-shirt, whatever.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
Exactly.
I mean, because I don't have a big bust, I don't do them.
No, you don't need them.
There'd be too much fabric and not enough to fill it. So it just doesn't work for me. But I love the fact that you're doing different patterns that have got them.
I think what's nice is when you do shaping, it's such a simple thing to do. It's sort of like it creates a fit for you, and you're more likely to wear your stuff than if you don't. And some of the designers like Juuti, she actually puts bust shaping in all her patterns because she's quite busty, and she says if you don't need it, carry on here, and if you do need it, bust shaping's down at the bottom, and this is how you measure yourself, and this is how you decide how many short rows you're going to put in for the shaping. But she also does waist shaping, and she does hip shaping and all that kind of stuff, and it is fairly straightforward. So if anybody wants to know any more about it and things like that, I am up at the big flock and I should be wandering around. Come and talk to me, come and ask me. But yeah,
no, it looks nice.
Yeah,
it feels lovely, the yarn as well.
So when I blocked it, so I'll put a picture in of it before I blocked it because it was ridiculous. And although it does actually look a bit ridiculous now, it has actually relaxed a little bit.
Have you got a photo of you wearing it? Can you, or is it a bit too?
I could,
even if it's like literally bust up.
If I change into it afterwards, I'll get you to take a quick picture.
Yeah.
But don't show anyone else. I'll put it on, but don't show anyone else.
You can put it online, people can find it.
I know. But it's just, you know what it is? It's like, do you remember when I was making the Sailor Swift?
Mm.
Was it Sailor Swift top by Kuta Fakika? And somebody said, just because it goes up to your size doesn't necessarily mean that you should make it and wear it. And that actually really knocked my confidence.
I think that's awful.
And there's so much about policing what people wear and all that kind of stuff, and I think you should wear what feels comfortable. This was never meant to be an outdoor top, this particular one.
You wanted it for your caravan, didn't you?
So I wanted it to be able to have as a base layer underneath, sort of jumpers and things and sweatshirts in the winter. But I will try it on. I will get Shannon to take a picture.
I'll take a flattering photo.
And
I'll take a horrible photo.
I'll put it on.
Yeah.
Okay. Just because it's you.
I have got quite a big whip.
Finished object.
Finished object. I will have to send you a photo to put it in so people can see the whole of it, because it is quite a big one. What?
It's every time you do this, it's a ghost.
Do you know what I do? We've got more ghosts here. Look.
Shannon's
Mine's wearing a hat.
Ghosts everywhere.
I love ghosts. I think they're cute. My little boos. Anyway, yeah, you have seen this before as
in pieces
as individual squares.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, because I need you to help me out with this well, because it's quite a big one. Yeah, it is my Yorkshire crochet blanket. Thank you, Mum. It's all joined together and it's all finished. Yay! So in the pattern, the pattern is by Mima Makes, which we think is Emma or Emily.
M. She says my name is M.
M. Okay.
So EM.
EM. Yeah. So Mima Makes.
Did you change that one that looked really like ink? Oh
No.
no, it's there.
No, but it does stand out.
It doesn't actually. So this is the one.
It looks worse on the screen, doesn't it? But in real life, you can see the colour difference.
There is a difference, yeah.
Yeah. So I used. Hang on, I'm jumping now. So in the pattern, you have got 12 different patterns for squares. And the idea in the pattern suggests that you do each square twice, and then you can join them all together, and then obviously do a little bit of a border. Are you trying to find the two squares?
No. She says line.
Okay, well here's one square, and then it's that one that you've got there. So you can see the pattern slightly better on this lighter colour for this style.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've just done other than I think it is literally those two, there is a total and a variegated of each square. And it was just sort of how I did it. I mean, you've got another one. Can you lift that up a little bit, Mum? So you've got that one there, matches that one there. So yeah, all I did was 2 of each of the squares, and then I edged them all in my own Blue Fern Yarns ink colourway, so that is what it is all the way around the edge. And to join them, in the pattern it suggests to do like crochet join as you go, and I tried it, and I've tried it before. Normally it's been fine, and I just didn't like it. I was getting really, I just didn't like it. So I did mattress stitch, which I think looks quite neat. I don't think it looks too bad.
Mattress stitch is so easy on crochet.
It was so easy, it was addictive. So I put them all into strips.
Shall I put a link of somebody doing mattress stitch?
Yeah, if you can, put it down below, or I can try and find a couple of squares and just do it for you.
Yeah. So we'll show you how it's done.
How it's done?
Done.
Where are you from?
Done.
Yeah, so mattress stitch, and then around the edge, because obviously in between each of these you had 2 edges, and you had 1 edge around each of the outside, so basically I just did another repeat. So this is not the edging that the pattern suggests. I just went around as double crochet and then treble crochet, then a double crochet round.
These are UK terms.
Yeah. It would have been double crochet and a single crochet if you're US. Just to basically make this thickness the same as the thickness between.
You're so neat.
Thank you. It's not blocked either, so I can't even just say, yeah, I blocked it, and it makes that look pretty. But yeah, I Love it. This is done out of a 4-ply, and the pattern does suggest that you can do it in a DK, but you can't get away with 20-gram DK yarn because it uses 20 grams of 4-ply. So you've got 80 meters of yarn.
Because you were a little bit disappointed about the size, weren't you?
I was.
But what you could do is make one every year and just add it on.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, because I could do this again and then just join it on the end.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd have to undo all the outside though.
Well, no.
Because it'd have a really thick stripe in the middle.
We'll just have a thick stripe in the middle and then go round the outside again. It's progressively getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with what it is. It's not bad for a lap gown type size, so it'll just sit on your lap and whatever, or just round your shoulders if you're a little bit chilly in the evening or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I'm really pleased with it. I'm so glad I've done it. And actually, I have a bit of a confession.
Go on then.
This is my first ever squared joined crochet blanket that I've actually finished, because the one that I did before was a cushion and it's behind you. I get bored with them.
And the big square on the back.
And the big square on the back.
Have you got this somewhere? Or have you got that one somewhere? On a blog? When you did them?
It was my old.
Oh, right, okay.
I think I've written all the information on my Ravelry pages, so I can send you the links for those.
Yeah.
And then you can see what I've done. But yeah, normally whenever I do like crochet squares, I love doing them. They're a lot of fun, and then I do nothing with them.
It's like my mum made Shannon.
We're gonna move boot.
This one.
Now this one is massive. So
it's king size, bed size.
Yeah. This was made by my nan. It's I call it my heirloom blanket.
Yeah.
So I've got a corner, and it just keeps going and going and going. And this was actually made out of some of my first ever hand-dyed yarn.
Yeah.
Yeah. She had one similar to this, wasn't it? Where you had like the little circle and then it was turned into a square.
It's the confession time. I made all the squares.
What? You didn't make these?
No, for her, the one that she had before.
Oh! I think she made that one.
I made all the squares and put them in a bag and gave them to her.
And she joined them
and I
together.
said, I'm just going to throw these out. And she said, you're not.
Okay. Well, Nan had one on the back of her sofa, and I always admired it whenever I was there. And I was like, oh, I really want one. And Nan had been making blankets for everyone else, and I never got one. And I was like, Nan, if I give you the yarn, will you pretty please make me one? And she kept telling me, like, I need to make, like, I don't know.
There's 400 squares in here.
Yeah, and I was thinking, that's a lot of squares. I don't think she needs that many. But she kept going, didn't she?
Yeah.
And I ended up with a king-size blanket. I thought I'd end up with like a little lap gown blanket, but no.
If you're having a blanket, you're getting a proper blanket.
You get a proper blanket from my nan. So it is king-size and it's beautiful. I remember some of the colour names as well. So this one here was key lime pie. The outside was cookies and cream because it's got like a little dark speckle all the way through it.
You've got your blues here.
Oh, that was like a beachy sea coloured, like a stormy sea. I can't remember what I called that one. I think that one was just amethyst. I think that was bubblegum.
Is that
gone now?
Is that emerald?
That was the old recipe for emerald before they changed the dye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you've got sapphire. Ooh. Just this dark blue here. I think that's Caribbean Seas.
It's so
but
lovely.
Yeah, it's my nan made it, and honestly, I couldn't be happier. She made me go over to hers and place them all where I wanted, and I was like, just random, that's fine. And as I started laying them out, I was in her room on her, like laying them out on her bed because she had a king size bed. And I was in there for like hours, wasn't I? Just playing around with different combinations. And I was like, right, there we go, that's done. And
she
was
made
like,
you safety pin them all
She-
together.
yeah. So I had to safety pin every corner to each other so she could put them in the right order. I didn't think I'd have to do that. That was the extra couple of hours, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I love it, and I do use it.
I just think they make they are
can't go wrong with a crochet blanket.
Such beautiful tiny things, but I haven't got the patience to sit there and put them all together.
No,
I think 24 squares will be about my limit
on the floor.
Yeah,
Boo's going back. We like Boo.
But yeah, this is gorgeous.
So yeah, so because you may remember, I'm going to bring it up, but I haven't got it. It's in the cupboard. Shall I go and get it?
What's that?
My hexy one.
Go on then.
Okay, hold please. Oh, it is that one. I wasn't quite sure it was.
You did it with such confidence too.
So it's this one, the tiny hexies. So I've had this ongoing since I think it was 2024. This is my oldest whip, but it's blanket, so it doesn't count. So I made all these hexies, and I have since seen that there is somebody who's done a similar hexagon. So because I was going to write it up as a pattern for everyone, but I won't write it up anymore because there is one that's similar. I'll see if I can find it and send you the link so you can write the details below. Let's see if I can find a plain one. Oh yeah. Oh, I had started joining them, look. Basically, I'm going to undo that because I don't like it.
Why don't you like it?
I don't like it's not very neat.
Okay.
So I'm going to undo it and
mattress stitch them together.
Well, I was going to turn them into squares and then mattress stitch them together because that seems easier than figuring out hexagons. Just because I'm lazy. Well, there we go. We've got like a... Yeah, you can see the detail in that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I've got like 104 of them.
So
I worked out how big I wanted them. I edged a few of them, look. Yeah, and they're all random miniskeins. Some of them are my colours, some of them are other hand-dyed yarn colours.
But you do have a colour theme.
I do, don't I? It's very much... But I've got the odd bright one in this. So that I actually think is... What's Miriam? Before she closed it down? She doesn't die anymore.
Discreet unicorn.
Discreet unicorn, that was it.
God, that was pulling from the depths.
Yeah. Oh, there's crocus. That's one of mine. But yeah. Oh, pool party. Pool party, not poo party, just in case that sounded
It's not brown.
Yeah. But basically, this is full. This is a TK Can Make large project bag. And it is full. So yeah, I was thinking...
Well, now you finish this one, you can finish that one.
Well, I was thinking I might turn these into squares and then just stitch them, just because I think that would be the lazy, easy way to do it.
Yeah.
And it'd give me a similar-ish effect of that.
Yeah.
So this might actually get worked on. So like I said, I do them and then I don't want to join them. I get that from you. But this I thoroughly loved. You basically use most of the 20 gram of like 4-ply yarn, so it's like 80 meters of 4-ply. And in a 20 gram DK it's about 40 to 45 meters, so you'd need 2. Yeah. So it doesn't quite work on DK, but obviously you'd end up with a bigger
blanket.
Yeah, a bigger blanket. So I think if you want the bigger one, make it out of DK yarn.
I have bought her latest, I don't know whether it's the latest pattern, but it's I got all inspired. It's like a quilt type one.
Oh, it's the... Oh, I know which one it is.
Is it
as well.
Imagination something? It was a crochet along.
Yeah.
But it's the pattern is now out.
Yeah, it looks like a quilt, doesn't it? It
Yeah.
looks like little.
I might put a picture in.
She has also said that she's doing extensions for this, so there'll be more squares coming.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll add them to this. I like this how
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad I did it. So I finished that. I'm very, very happy.
Okay, so this is my last finished object. So this wasn't actually a whip last time.
Was it not?
No, I don't think so. It might have been.
Where's your notes? You don't bring your notes anymore, do you?
Because they're on that phone. So anyway, so
I love that you looked over there to see where your phone was, and it's up there with using it. Anyway, sorry.
So this is the Avenue tank, which is currently in testing. It's not meant to be finished until the end of June. I did this in about 10 days.
Oh my god, okay.
So it's by Tori Yu. I've had it in my bag.
It's not been blocked either.
And it's not been blocked.
It's not showing the right colour. It's a bit more greeny teal.
Yeah, it's. Does that?
No, it's still coming out very blue, isn't it? It's a bit more greeny blue.
Yeah, it's
turquoisey teal-y kind of colour, isn't it?
So I made this in.
You need me to read this. So it's I don't know how to say that surname.
Lavold.
Elsebeth Lavold, design choice silky wool, and it's got 50-gram balls, which has got 175 meters. There we go. 45% wool, 35% silk, and 20% nylon. It just says colour 182.
Yeah. So that took 5 balls of them, and
to 250 grams.
Yeah. So this is just it will need blocking because it's a bit because it's silk and wool, and it kind of like has a bit of a it's not a merino soft, is it?
Yeah.
So
it's still lovely though. It still feels quite nice.
Yeah. So I did this to pattern apart from I added bust darts. So I did ask the designer. So this is the back and this is the front. So you can see the front comes down lower than the back. But that means when it's on, it actually sits in a straight line.
Yeah, so that's pretending to be your boobs. You can see then it goes straight. If I let go, it goes down again.
So here, because it's a sort of like silky
You can't
wool,
hold it down here. You need to hold it up
No,
here.
I was trying to see where.
Oh, okay.
I don't know whether you can see the bust darts.
Oh, just about. It's sort of here, isn't it?
So that So what I did for this, so this didn't actually come with bust darts, but I asked the designer. I said, could I know I'm testing it, but can I add bust darts in because it will fit me better? And she said, of course. She didn't tell me how to do it, so I just worked it out. So what I did, a quick lesson coming up, and I'll probably end up confusing everybody. So what I did is, I'll show you on here because it's easier. I measured from my underarms, where the side seams would be, around, and then I divided that into, I have to say, I've put it on my Ravelry notes, so hang on a second. Projects. So I started doing the bust shaping 2 inches below the join in the round row. I moved the beginning of the round marker to the centre of the underarm join, and then I put a side marker in the other side. because when you're doing your bust shaping, you actually work flat backwards and forwards. I divide the front number of stitches by 4. So for example, I'm going to make up some numbers because I don't want to give away the numbers in the pattern. So say,
and that's for this one that you've done
yeah,
all this for.
So say 30 on either side and 60 across the front. So the middle ones across the front are basically in the middle of your boobs. So you literally, on the first row, you knit over to this side, do a double stitch or any wrap and turn or whatever your favourite short row is, come back but only work as far as this side, and then do that. And every time what you do is you add on, you knit past your double stitch and knit an extra 3 stitches, say, and you keep going backwards and forwards until you get to the side seams. And what that does, it kind of adds a lozenge shape into it, and it basically,
I'm going to show you on this one because I think you can then see it a little bit better.
Yeah. So basically what you're doing is you're starting where the middle of your boobs are and you're going either side, and what it does, it's there. So when you then start working in the round again and go along there, you've got this big lozenge shape, and that actually just gives more room to stop the front from riding up. So that's how I do it. When you work top down, you go to your middle parts, and so basically you want your bust darts to go in that direction. So when you're working top down, you do the smallest distance and get progressively wider. When you're going top up, you need bottom up, you need to go in the other way. So you'll do your widest ones first, and then not quite so far until you've got your middle ones. And then when you do your joining the round row again, you have to resolve all those double stitches. Whereas if you're doing it the other way around, you're only resolving one at a time on each row. So I hope that's kind of clear.
Lesson.
Yeah, well, sometimes we get people asking it, don't we, at shows and things like that. And it is that simple. It is really, what I would suggest is maybe getting a pattern like one of
like Annie
Juuti's patterns, because they're built in. The Iris Vest by Andrea Gaughan, she has bust shaping put in as well. The Crea Bayer actually has bust shaping put in, but she does it slightly differently. But try it, because I mean, I'm wearing my knits now, aren't I?
Yeah.
Whereas before I wasn't really wearing them. The other thing that I would do is I would have to make them really, really long, because I knew that it would pull up at the front, and then I'd have fabric.
You'd have like a tail at the back, wouldn't you?
Covering my bum, because it just kind of
too long,
and I'd be forever pulling it forwards. But try it, and it is, if like, let us know down below if you want me to do a quick,
I think you should,
tutorial,
do like a little discussion type thing about it.
Yeah. Let me know. So that's my finished objects done.
Okay. Well, we've got whips then.
Have you done all your finished objects?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll take a quick break and we'll come back with our whips. We're back in the room. So we're going to go on to whips. So you've got 3.
Yeah.
I've got 2. So you can go first.
Okay. I will go for this one then. Using my redesigned 9 because it fits perfectly between the legs on my nan's table. Yeah, I have a table that I got from my nan.
The Heidi table.
It was the Heidi table because I used to hide in it. I definitely cannot get in it now. And no, I'm not going to attempt it because I might break it. It does need to be repaired actually, but it's there.
Shannon was very tiny.
Basically, that is the side. It's a hectagon, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's got 8 sides. And
that's an octagon.
What did I say?
Hectagon.
I meant an octagon. And basically that's sort of like the opening of the sides, so I can't get in there anymore.
You can get a small child in there.
So you can get a small child in there or a Project 9. Anyway, I have cast on, and I've done quite a bit actually. So this is a new whip.
Yeah.
And I am making the Ripple Camisole by Jessie May Designs. I am making, sorry, my notes are over here. I'm doing size XL in the pattern because I don't want it too fitted, although it is rib, so it will be a bit fitted. And I am using this yarn, which I surprisingly got from Nan. This is very much a Nan's podcast, isn't it? Because I've mentioned her quite a few times.
You know who got it first?
You got it, didn't you?
I got it, and a lot of Mum's yarn. I mean, she did buy a lot, but
she was very vocal about what she liked, and we always felt, oh, you can have it then.
and she's like, oh, that's nice. That feels really, really nice. Oh, isn't that soft? And it's like, okay.
So she would have it. So I got it from Nan, but you got it and gave it to Nan. But anyway,
and I got it from Emma of Elderwood Craft on her D-stash.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I've got 250 grams of it. I don't think I'm going to use it all, so if you want some back, you can have them back. It's the Filcolana Arwetta yarn, which is 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. Just has colour 812. It's kind of like a bluey grey, is that what you would say? Yeah. It was kept in a food bag that had a blue tone. So when I picked it out thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to do that with that project, I thought it was darker than what it actually is. So I'm a little bit disappointed that it's not as dark as I thought it was, but I still like it. It's still lovely.
Are you going to use it as a proper camisole, or are you going to use it as a base layer, or?
It depends how it looks when it's finished. If it looks really nice, I'll wear it as like a proper camisole, because I wear a lot of vest tops, especially in the summer. No, I've got a t-shirt on underneath this, so I thought I had one under this. Normally I have manga layers. So it depends sort of how it looks when it's finished, basically.
You might not want a wool camisole in the summer.
Not the height of summer, definitely. So yeah, I have done quite a bit. I did put it down and make sure I stopped because I was getting quite far along with it and I didn't want to finish it before I'd shown you guys as a bit of a whip as well. It's a 3x3 rib. I'm not telling you more than that because it is a paid for pattern. I know there's so many projects of this. I think people have made hundreds. But I was looking in my wardrobe, and what I'm trying to do is fill in the gaps in my wardrobe for clothing that I always gravitate towards. That's basically what I want to do. Is I want to fill up, and I've got loads of vest tops, but some of them are looking really, really tatty because they're quite old, very well worn. So yeah, I'm just sort of trying to do that. And what I've done is a bit of a fun little thing just for me, is when I cast on, I knit all the way up to there in one day, and then the next day I did that one. Next day I did about the same again. The day after that I did like not even an inch. And another day I did like a couple of inches, and I found that quite motivating to see how far I've gone.
It's funny because I was doing that on the Iris top because it was 3x3 rib on a 2.75mm needle.
It's a bit
and you just think this is never growing. This is never growing. And so if you put one in at the beginning of the day,
like the day when you start,
and you think, oh blimey, I did a lot.
Yeah, and I got to the end of day one, and I was like, God, my hands hurt. Why do my hands hurt? Because I'd done like that much knitting. But yeah, so I'm enjoying making it. Actually, it is a bottom up, and it's sort of triangle shaped here, isn't it? And then flat at the back. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I didn't want it too fitted, so like I said, that's why I'm doing the XL in the pattern. But it is a size inclusive pattern. I think it goes from like extra small to 5XL or something like that in the pattern. I
might have to have a look and see.
Yeah, it's quite nice and it feels quite nice yarn.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm just trying to find things. Also, it was nice weather. I was getting my garden done when I started it, and I was like, do you know what? I want some nice tops that I'll wear in my garden, and just sit out there sort of thing, because it is done and it looks beautiful.
It does look amazing. Did you put pictures on social media of it done?
No, I put it in my newsletter. I could put it on the Garn, on the profile. I might put it on Instagram. I can put it on our Norfolk Girls Knitting. I'll pop some pictures up. I do need some like furniture out there and some potted plants and things like that, but because I also got the front wall removed. I had a wall out the front of my house. It was very, very dodgy. I got a fence in there, so I spent all my money on that rather than potted plants and furniture.
But you have got a birthday coming up and you have asked for bits and pieces, haven't you?
Yeah, I've asked for like P&Q vouchers and garden centre vouchers and certain pots and things like that I kind of want. So we'll see. So yeah, that's that one. I don't know what else to say about it really. It's quite nice. It's quite enjoyable to do.
Yeah.
You don't have to think too much.
There's Tash from Mostly Knitting. She used to have Musselburgh as her kind of one skein sort of no-brainer pattern.
It is a no-brainer one. So I keep taking it to knit group.
And she used to do it when she was walking and things like that. And I think she made about 16 Musselburghs. And now she uses the ripple bralette pattern. Yeah. But she makes it longer, the length of the camisole, because the back on the same. Yeah. I think the back on the bralette is slightly.
You can cross it over at the back. So all you do is you do the straps from the front, and then you can make them a little bit longer and make them cross over at the back instead of straight.
But it also has some sort of different ribbing at the back. Anyway, she goes on about it, but she's now made about 60 ripple camisoles because she uses them as layers, base layers, and all that kind of stuff. And
yeah, they're really good for little base layers and things like that, aren't they? Yeah. So I wanted something a bit summery.
I don't think I'd ever get a camisole out of one skein.
No, I don't think I would either. So I've got 250 grams in there, which I know I won't use all of that, but then I figured I could use the rest of the yarn for something else. So,
okay, so my first whip. Again, we're getting into territory of things that you haven't seen before. So this one, I'm doing a test knit for the Knit Purl girl, Sophie. Soak and Joe. Oh, I won that bag. He's got the yarn right across the front of it.
So can Joe. Yeah.
So I won this bag on
thank you.
The Rusty Ferret podcast. She doesn't do it anymore, unfortunately. I used to really like her.
Sorry, I just thought it needed to be shown. It's very pretty.
So this is the Mara blouse by the Knit Purl girl. She's doing it in DK and 4-ply, short sleeve and long sleeve. So here we go. So this is being knitted in Drops Belle.
You do like a drops, don't you?
I do like a drops. So the red is colour 12, which is cherry. And the white
it's a tiny bit washed out.
Is colour 1,
but not hugely.
No, so just plain white. I'm making size J, which is the third from the biggest. And the reason I chose to do this one is because it's yet another different shoulder construction, which I'm trying to develop in my wardrobes. Because once I found the pattern that fits,
that's going to be your automatic.
That's going to be my automatic, which might be quite boring on the podcast, but it means that I can adapt it and like I can put colour work across it and do all sorts. But once I've got my basic pattern, so what you do, this is called a simultaneous set-in sleeve pattern. So what you do, I'm not going to give too much away because obviously it will be a paid for pattern, is you cast on your stitches for the back. And you do a few increases along.
So you do all the ones there, and then you do a few.
So there's a line here. So you do all your increases along here. Then you pick up, you break your yarn there, and then you pick up some stitches along the front and knit down a little bit, and then what you do is you then start working in the round, but you pick up, you've made this little kind of square bit. So yeah,
take that, there we go.
So you've made this kind of little square bit, and then what you do is you knit across your front stitches, pick up sleeves of stitches across your sleeve, and then carry on around the back. So it's called a...
Okay, so you do, hang on, so you pick up along here and then you pick up along here.
No, because you're knitting along. You're already knitting. So you've made that little square bit here.
Yeah.
And then you turn your work. So you knit across.
Okay.
Pick up and then knit.
Oh, okay, I see.
And then pick up for the other sleeve and then knit again.
So you work flat for a period as well.
Yeah, and then so when you hold it up, you get a little bit at the back.
Yeah, a little. There.
That kind of falls over the back. And so as you can see, this is quite narrow across the shoulders.
But you've got quite narrow shoulders anyway.
So we worked it out once. We measured, didn't we? And mine's almost... Was it the same or just slightly narrower than yours?
It's narrower than mine. I've got quite broad shoulders.
So I've got narrower shoulders. So this should sit really nicely. And then you do increases, and make it into a raglan. So I've been really enjoying this. I shall tell you when I cast it on. So this isn't actually meant to be finished until mid-July.
She's definitely going to finish it before then.
I cast it on May the 5th, and we're the 11th today. And I've got to finish this red stripe at the bottom, do a white stripe, and then another red stripe, and then the I-cord bind off. I haven't put any bust shaping in this one because I'm hoping that with the shoulder it should actually sit better. And I haven't quite worked out how to do it neatly in stripes, which is something that I need to practice.
But you can do that, can't you, at some point?
Yeah. So
if you decide that you really like the fit of that, you can make another one, couldn't you? And then try and figure out how you do your...
What I would do
busty
is
bits.
I would if this, so this is obviously a DK weight because Drops Belle is a DK weight. The pattern comes in 4-ply as well, but you don't have to do it. If you're going to do a long sleeve jumper, you will... I mean, I suppose if you lived in the southern hemisphere and you're really warm, you could have do it in plant fibres like this is. So this again is 53% cotton, 14% linen, and the rest are viscose.
Whatever that number may be.
I could look on the, but I can't see the label without my glasses. My glasses are over there.
Hold on. Oh, there we go. 53% cotton, 33% viscose, and 14% linen.
Yeah.
So 33 was the number you were looking for.
Yeah. So, but you could do it in like merino or whatever, and have a woolly jumper, and instead of putting the I-cord on, you could put a rib on.
Yeah.
And all that kind of stuff. Very size inclusive pattern. I've probably got time to do another one I might do it in merino and do a long sleeve one before the deadline. But yeah, looks good. Yeah. So that's the Mara blouse, which is coming in July, I guess. There we go.
Okay, so I have got a project that's living in my Eldenwood craft bag. I'm not going to show you the label. She got a thing in.
She usually has a stamp, doesn't she?
She hasn't got a stamp on this one.
Did she put a label on?
Yeah, she's put a label on the side.
She's going to be there.
A bit folded, so it's
Yeah.
elden wood
Yeah.
in there.
She's going to be at the big flock at the weekend.
Oh, is she? I didn't realise.
Vending.
I will have to go and see her. So this, I think, is a medium.
Midi one, yeah.
Yeah, midi size bag. And this one, I saw the fabric. I think she did a sneak peek of the fabric on one of her reels. This was years ago. This was before the first EAYF that she went to.
Yeah.
I went to the first one, so she went to the second
Yeah.
year, I think it was. The first year in the showground, yeah. And I bought a different one from her then, but before that she previewed this fabric and I went, oh my god, I've got to have it. And she said, oh, it's not quite a bag yet, it's only a whatever of fabric. And I was like, okay, when it goes live, any chance you can nudge me, because I definitely want one. So she very kindly made me one. Obviously I paid for it, but anyway. I am using, I'll just show you the yarn real quick. I'm actually using some seconds of my own hand-dyed yarn. So they are actually Sofa Snooze, but they're not the true Sofa Snooze colour. So I'll send you a picture, Mum, and if you can put that in.
Yeah.
So you'll see that it is very, very different. I have got Sofa Snooze on my cozy base, which is 70% alpaca, 20% silk and 10% cashmere.
I don't know if you can see, but it's really fluffy.
So very, yeah, you can see a little bit of the halo just at the top there. And then I've also got the same in Suri Silk, which I'm in the process of just changing the Suri Silk base. So this one is 74% baby alpaca and 26% mulberry silk. And then the new, and this is 300 meters per 50 grams. And then the new one that I'm moving to is 65% baby alpaca, 35% mulberry silk, and it's got 400 meters per 50 grams. So then you could almost do like 1 for 1.
Yeah, because they. Yeah.
Which is why I'm changing the yarn base.
And it seems to take the colour.
It takes the colour a little bit better as well. But yeah, you can see that they are definitely not what was on the image. Yeah, so they're seconds, but I really liked them still. So they're just my yarn, and they're seconds, and I liked it, so why not?
I like it.
And I am making something that I have made quite a few times. It is another toaster by Rebecca Clow. Apparently I say her name wrong every time, but anyway. Sorry, bear with me, I'm a bit tangled.
Bear with.
So yeah, I have made the I don't even know how many times I've made the toaster. This is my 3rd DK version. 2 or 3 4-ply ones, but 2 of them I didn't make.
I made one of them.
No, I made the other one then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I've got 2 4-ply that I made, 1 that you made, and then this is the 3rd DK one that I'm making. However, I have got some adjustments that I have done for this one. So you may remember that I have been looking for my easy basic jumper pattern for me. Like
back in January on the podcast we were talking about
was it January?
Yeah,
Gosh.
I think it was. Finding your perfect jumper. I think it was.
Let's just have a look at the notes.
Because we did it out in your kitchen.
Yeah. Yep, 13th of January we recorded that one.
Yep.
And it was an FO, so yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it was a grey jumper, if you may remember the colour more than the pattern. And I'm basically doing the same thing now, still looking for my ideal pattern. I'm actually really enjoying this one. Mm-hmm. So adjustments that I've done, so I've cast on the smallest size, so that is, I think she does it by numbers, doesn't she?
Yeah.
So it's size 1 that I cast on. And then I did the math to do the increase to size 5, because that's the one that I made.
Yours slightly oversized, don't you?
Slightly oversized. I think this one's going to be a short sleeve because I've only got a little bit of yarn, so I haven't got full jumper quantities worth, but it's enough to hopefully make a t-shirt. So it's going to be short sleeves, and I'm also using the Lento for the increases, just because I prefer it. I don't think you can actually see. Can you see the line there? Hopefully you can. It's just there. So yeah, I'm using the Lento for the increases just because I prefer them. So yeah, so for the math for the increases, if you want to know from size 1 to size 5, what I've done is a cast on smaller size.
You kind of have to make up numbers because it's a paid for pattern.
Yeah, I know, and I can't do that quick enough.
So say, for example,
It's 100 stitches.
It's 100 stitches and you need to get to
120.
120.
Yeah.
These aren't the right numbers.
No. So say you were going to cast on 100 stitches, I did the ribbing in the 100 stitches and then I needed to increase to 120. So what I did is I took the number of stitches, so 100, no, yes, 100, and then divided it by 20 because that's how many stitches I needed to increase it by.
You do know that there are knitting increase calculators online.
Oh, okay.
And you can literally say, I want to get to so and so, I've got so many on the needle. Or and like you can do increases or decreases and it will actually tell you knit blah blah.
Yeah, basically I needed to increase by 20 stitches, so I just increased it a certain number of stitches, well, by 20 every, say for example, 6th stitch. That's not the right math, but that is basically what I did.
Using her numbers, 100 and 120, it'd be every 5th stitch.
Okay, yeah.
Because there's 5 20s in 100.
Okay, fine. Yeah. So that is what I've done. I'm now working on size 5. I'm just doing the raglan increases. And yeah, it's going to be a very warm t-shirt. Yes.
But then you can wear it over a long sleeve top in the winter and
exactly. So I don't know. I really fancied another t-shirt and I've been wanting, because I've been really busy with advent dyeing and using a lot of brain power. Yes, they're all hidden at the moment, although you have seen them. Yeah, so I've been doing some advent dyeing testing. I have been doing like lots of show stock dyeing, lots of admin for future things that I want to do, and things that I've been doing that needs a lot of admin anyway in general. And by the evening, my brain is just not there. I don't want to think. I don't want to do much, which is probably why I've done a lot of that project. That was a secret one that's over there. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, just there's been a lot. So we're just doing simple projects because I can, and it's enjoyable. And that's what your knitting's about, isn't it? Making sure it's enjoyable.
Yes, life's too short to be struggling through projects.
Yeah.
Right then, so this is my final one. And I am making the autumn alpine using, so earlier this year, and I had to be out of my caravan for a certain period of time, so I went up to Northumberland and I discovered fine vettel fibres. So if you're ever near Morpeth, it's like a, well, you could spend hours in there. It's a lovely shop, and they stock all sort of different, I mean they do West Yorkshire spinners and Malabrigo and all that sort of stuff, but they also do rerum, natura, so quite a few European brands that aren't easily
accessible for us.
Accessible. So I bought a sweater's quantity of the Ulisse in the charcoal colourway, and it is
100% wool,
and it's like super fine merino.
It doesn't say, it just literally
it does
says.
But it's in French.
Well, I can't read French.
Yeah, it's there.
Can't read French.
And it's in a sport weight, and I also bought one of the Fibre Company Transitions yarn, and if you turn it round, if you turn the label round there, it actually shows you
how it would knit.
So that's, I think that's a 10 centimetre.
So 13 centimetres by 20 centimetre
swatch. and it will actually show you how it transitions from one colour to the other.
Yeah.
Okay, if that doesn't show as well, I'll take a picture of the label
and
pop it in. So I'm making the autumn alpine. So it's on a really short cable, so I'm going to have to spread it out a little bit here.
It's beautiful. How stunning is that?
And can you see how the transition yarn?
Yeah, I think you can. Oh, I love it.
It's beautiful. So the yarn, this yarn is a bit weird. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it.
Behind it.
And I can't because I need both hands. So I don't know if you can see. It's quite elastic.
Oh yeah. That is so weird.
It's just weird, but it feels beautiful. And I have used their rerum natura Gilead before, and it's light, but it's really soft. But yeah,
it's just absolutely stunning. You're going to see that a mile off that pattern, aren't you? Look at that.
So, do you want to see the floats?
Oh no.
I don't catch my floats.
Oh, so neat.
So some of them are very, very long, as you can see here, but I don't catch the floats. And what tends to happen is, especially if you've got like non-superwash yarn,
it all felt, won't it?
it kind of flattens together and it'll stick to the inside, so it won't actually, it doesn't matter, even if you've got jewellery on or anything like that. But yeah.
I love it.
It would probably go quicker if I didn't do a row and think, oh, look at that. But yeah, so I kind of want to get this to, I think I'm halfway through the pattern and I'm just coming into the, you know, the big, I'll put a picture in here of the design, and it's by Caitlin Hunter, Broiler Knitworks. And you know the big bloom in the middle, I'm just starting that at the bottom there. So I'd like to get the colour work done and separated for the sleeves before the weekend. So this will be my stockinette knitting.
Round around.
Yeah. It looks amazing
on
the
does.
camera.
It does look amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right then, we're back in the room again.
Yeah, sorry about that. I've got like a little stabiliser thing. Gimbal thing, which then keeps us level. Well,
even if we move?
Yeah. Well, it should move, but I think we're both going like that, so it doesn't know what it's doing. Anyway, so yeah, that is basically...
it ran out of battery,
yeah,
and cut us off.
So I don't know quite where we got to, but I
think basically I was talking about yarn down. I was talking about the autumn alpine, and I think we said about the makeup for the charcoal yarn, and we talked a little bit about the transitions yarn. But I just wanted to, because it's fluffy, I just wanted to let you know that it was. Sorry,
that was the phone. So it's a sport weight. It says 300 meters per 100 grams. It's 50% alpaca, 50% Highland wool, made in Peru.
Yeah, so it's the reason it's fluffy. It's like it's a Suri alpaca, but instead of being with
like a silk
base, it's a wool base.
Yeah,
which is why
so
it's got such a.
alpaca.
I don't know if you can see the halo on there.
Normally, if you put it up near the black, there we go.
Yeah,
I think you can see that.
So you can see it's quite fluffy.
Yeah,
I just wanted to say what that was.
So yeah, just in case you don't remember, that's the label.
And unfortunately, I know I'm telling you about it, but unfortunately the Fibre company has retired. So, but if you can get hold of the transitions yarn, I know that they do it at Fine Fettle Fibres, but it's beautiful and it's lovely and soft. So that was that. So, and we've also refilled our drinks. So I'm just gonna have a drink.
Yeah, I got a fresh tea because
she didn't want to drink the rest of it for some reason.
It came out my nose. I didn't know whether I should drink it or not. So yeah, but I've drunk mine because it was nice.
And I've also tried put on my iris top, and there are pictures, so I will be putting them in.
Yeah. Yeah, I am using another redesign bag for this next project, and it's because there is quite a lot of yarn with it. So this is the 36.
39? Is it 39?
Or 39.
We'll put the thing on.
No, I've got the label here. It is... No, you're right, it is the 39. I never remember what all the numbers are. But anyway. Yes, I have been making something that I know loads of people... What? Why are you looking... I thought I'd done something wrong. You're looking at me as if I've done something wrong. I'm like, ooh. Yeah, I'm making something that I know a lot of people have already made. So do you want to hold this up? So I am making the Hexy Cardi Hexy Cardigan by Kelly Phelps.
This is smaller than the other one.
Yeah, I've been doing both at the same time, roughly. So I've started with the colour that's sort of under your armpit. If you open it all out, it's a hexagon that doesn't lay flat. And then when you come to join it, you kind of fold it in half, and you've basically got a bit of a sleeve and a bit of a front and back. Yeah, I'm not going to go into too much detail about it because I think you probably know about the pattern. I know loads of people have made it.
I know it was one of the cardigans for EAYF a couple of years ago now.
Yeah. Was it the first one at the showground? I think it was, wasn't it?
I have no idea.
Can't remember. She's done 5 of those shows now, so can't remember which one. But yeah, loads of people had done it. The pattern, I think, is originally written for a DK weight yarn. But you can use any yarn as noted in the pattern, because it's more of a recipe than a pattern, I think. I know she's got some sizes on there, but I've kind of ignored all of them.
Guidelines.
Yeah, I am making mine out of 4-ply sock weight sort of yarn, and I just went stash diving. So all of these colours so far are from my stash.
How many did you have to start with?
Originally I had like 12. I had 12 colours originally, and then I've cut it all the way down because I figured I wanted it more as a fade as I've been working it. And I don't think I've done too bad with the fade.
So you've been doing one colour and then coming over and doing the other colour?
Yeah, so I've done the middle bit, and then I did the middle bit of that one, and then I did that next bit, and I did the next bit on this one, and now I'm doing the next colour. So once I finish this one, I'll then do the next colour on that one. So I'm doing it 2 at a time. It's basically so they will match.
It's funny because they're the same yarns. Because Shannon's holding hers, slightly differently, the colours look different. Look.
Yeah. I don't understand why, but yeah. Anyway, so I've used, like I said, I was using stash yarn. So if you could hold yours up still. Thank you. So this lighter colour is actually Emma's yarn. It's the yarn label, and it's called It's Casual. So this is 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. It says 400 yards per 100 grams. I don't know what that is in metres. I think that's probably a 365 metres. Metres are less than yards, aren't they? I think they are, aren't they?
Yeah, because metres are longer than yards.
Yeah. So be about 365.
Yards are about 90 centimetres, whereas a metre is 100 centimetres.
So 365-ish is roughly what it is. Anyway, so yeah, I just worked until I had... So I weighed the skein before I'd started, and then I worked out obviously what was half. The skein was about 100 and... In fact, I can tell you, because I wrote it all down in my little notebook. So it was 104.32 grams. So I worked until I'd used about half, and that was about 14 rounds. And then the next colour, so the slightly darker one around this edge, that is Birdstreet Yarn. And the sun has actually come out, which is why it's beaming through the window at the moment.
You see shadows on.
Yeah. And this is called Pebbles on a Beach, and this is their 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, which is 425 meters per 100 grams. When I weighed it, I actually had 109.59 grams.
So most yarn dyers get their wool from the same people, and they usually work out 107 to 109. So even though they're sold at 100 grams, you get a little bit of extra.
You get a little bit. It's like 10%. Yeah, it's almost like 10% extra.
Yeah.
So you've got a little bit of leeway in case like swatching, or you've messed up and you need to rip it out and you've got a knot in there, or I don't know, something.
Or if you're like my sister and she makes such a mess of winding it up, you have to discard something.
We can't watch Susan wind yarn. It makes me so stressed. I'm sat there going, ooh,
I put some yarn together for a de-stash, and I let her look at it first, and she's taken some. And I've said, well, if you leave it here, I'll wind it up for you.
But you can do that because you've got an electric winder.
Yeah.
I want an electric winder, but I haven't got one yet. One day. And then the next colour on the bigger one that I'm doing, so you've got the middle one, you've got the small one, you've got the middle one, and then you've got the one that goes around the edge at the moment. That is by the Crafty Bird. I don't know what. There we go. The Crafty Bird. And it's called Golden Hour. It's on her Cozy 4-ply, which is 100% superwash merino, 400 meters per 100 grams. So, and we've just sort of held it up against me, haven't we? And I think that I'm going to finish this round that I'm on. Then do the other side, and then I think I'm going to seam along the top as you do.
Yeah, because you've got enough room for your arm now, haven't you?
Yeah, and then I'm just going to make it longer by adding to the sleeve and then also adding to the bottom once I've joined both sides together.
Yeah.
Because I know the cardigan's designed to be massively oversized. I don't like massively.
You never wear your garments oversized.
No, because I don't mind a bit. I do like them a bit bigger than what I am, but I don't want them too big because I feel like they make me look and feel way bigger than I am. I'm not a skinny, tiny person.
But you aren't particularly tall, are you? So
no, I am quite short. But yeah, so when I finished my crochet blanket, I kind of missed doing a bit of crochet. So I have actually done both of these in 3 days. I had to force myself to put it down so I could at least show you something. But yeah, and I love the fact that mine's in 4-ply. Yeah. I've seen a lot of projects of it. It's always been in DK, which there is nothing wrong with that. It's just I have quite a stash of 4-ply yarn, and these are all single skeins, so you can totally shop your stash and do that. I have got a couple of extras to go with it. And again, these were from stash. So this is some leftover ink yarn that I was using for the blanket, which I'm looking down there because that's where it is. So that is how much of the ink I had left. So for the blanket, for the ink, I used 175 grams-ish of 4-ply yarn, which I didn't think was too bad.
That's really good, yeah.
And then I've got 125-ish left, so I figured I'd use that. So, sorry, can you hold that up again? So yeah, so I was just going to put that on top, and then I have got this one out of stash as well. It's just a blue yarn that I dyed. I don't even know what it was for. Can't remember what it's for. It's not quite ink. So if I need it, I'll use this, but if not, I will just use this just to finish it off. And yeah, I'm quite lucky that I can shop my stash because I have a colour palette. I think we say this quite often, don't we? I do have a colour palette. It's usually blues, greens, occasional purple, or a very, very deep red.
Like a mulberry.
Mulberry kind of.
Yeah.
I don't think I've got mulberry in here, but I like that kind of purple. That's quite nice. Got like the darker bits in there would be mulberry, but it's not a very, very dark square. But yeah, so because they're the colours I gravitate towards, that's the colours in my stash, so I was able to do this, and yeah, I kind of just wanted a cardigan that I could just throw on when you get that little bit cold.
Mm.
So like we were saying earlier, we've been having, or did we say this earlier on the podcast? Or
I think
we talking.
we might have done.
We've had some lovely weather and it was getting really, really warm. And then we've had a few really cold days.
I think the seagull got your car.
Oh, bugger. Nice, isn't it? Lovely. Oh,
sorry.
God, I'm just going to get it cleaned. Can't be bothered.
I'm just saying that I think the seagull that I was like,
don't get my car.
Don't get my car.
Got my car.
Might have got Shannon's car.
Lovely. Yeah, so as I was saying, like the warmer days, but it gets a little bit cooler in the evening. I just wanted something just to throw on just while I'm sat on the sofa in the evenings. So yeah, I've just been really enjoying making that, and I think if it fits the way I'm hoping it will, I'm
Might
probably
be the first of many.
I think I'm going to make a few of them.
So
yeah,
I've been thinking about doing a cardigan.
Okay.
Did I send it to you? So there's a new cardigan pattern out.
The screenshot thing that you sent me the other day on Handy.
So there's a new cardigan pattern out by Olga
Yes.
Patano.
Yeah, you sent me the screenshot.
And because it's sort of, I think you can do it quite scrappy. I recently added.
There's a number there. In your library.
There it is. It's called Olga's Jacket. And I just went and bought it because it's just so, and I think this might be a really good scrap one. If that's not very clear, I'll take a screenshot and pop it on.
I don't know who that is. That's not her though, is it?
No.
So this is somebody who's shared her sample with her, and she shared it
on Ravelry.
Yeah.
And I think that would be
it'd be a great scrappy
stash buster.
Yeah. Oh, look at the back. The back's really nice. It's sort of modular, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I might have a go at that.
There we go. It's just hanging from the. Yeah. No, I like it.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I might make some really, really scrappy ones. I might make a sample to go on my stand out of my own yarn.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only problem with my samples is I don't get to wear them between March and September when I do my shows. I don't get to wear them, so yeah.
And you wanted some new ones as well, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, I need some new samples. I will be doing a call at some point once I've decided what it is I actually want. There's just too many out there that I'm like, oh my god, I want one of them, I want one of them.
Well, at least you can do some work on the way down on Saturday, on Friday in the car.
I was going to do some knitting.
Well, you could do that as well.
I could do some work. That would be sensible, wouldn't it? We might have to plug your phone in for the map. Mind you, you know most of the way where you're going, don't you? I don't. I have to have a map around this local area because I do. I don't like driving. I hate driving.
I quite like getting lost and then seeing if I can find my way back. So I don't always use the sat nav. Where
see, that freaks me out. Well, you probably don't really remember it, do you? When I picked you up from your surgery. No. So I picked her up after her surgery it was last year, wasn't it?
It was August last year.
Yeah, last year. And I was driving her to drop her off at my uncle's, her brother's, and one of the main road was closed. So I had to go all the way around the houses. The internet disappeared, or the sat nav or whatever decided, no, not working anymore. I did not know where I was going. I was like, I'm fine. She's passed out next to me. I'm fine. And I made it though.
Yeah.
I don't know how I did it. Feels like that was just a daydream. I have no idea how I did it, but I did. But yeah, I did not like that. And then I had to figure out my way home, so I went all the way to North Walsham and back.
Idiot.
At least then I recognised some of the roads. But yeah, the main road from Norwich to where they are, I was like, yeah, that's shut. I don't know where I'm going. yeah.
She woke me up when we turned into my brother's place because...
Well, you had to get out the car and I wasn't
Well,
carrying
no,
you.
it was
Oh, it's the bump, wasn't it?
So where my brother lives, he lives quite rurally, and it's sort of like a made-up road going into his little bit where his place is.
I avoided all the other ones, but you missed that one.
Turned in, bang, on the
She nearly hit the ceiling, the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, that was a bit loud. I'm sorry.
Yes, so that's about it, really.
Yeah, that is everything. That's all I've got.
Yeah. As I say, we're off to the big flock. And if you want to come and see us and say hello, I promise I won't run away.
Yeah.
And yeah, so hopefully this will be up before we get to the big flock, because the last one I had a couple of problems uploading.
Yeah, it took a while, didn't it?
Yeah, so some of the pictures that we put in, I had to take them out and reload them in, and unedit it and unfinish it and re-edit it and put it all back in again. And a couple of the pictures that I took out.
Is it because the pictures are too large?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, I'll try and log in and...
I know what you mean.
Decrease the size of it. My brain was not working there at all.
So yeah, so there, so hopefully this will be up before we get to the big flock.
I wonder how many other people actually understood what I meant.
The thing is I knew exactly what she meant. It's really funny. So we'll get this up before we go. So feel free to come and say hello.
Please do.
If you've got any comments about me doing any sort of tutorials, or just trying to explain more in depth on how to do bust shaping and things like that,
or you can do your
let us
maths
know.
for your cast on the smaller size and why you cast on the smaller size to then increase.
And
also, I would watch that every time I need to do it, because if not I have to go back to my Ravelry notes every time and go, what did I do? And then try and figure out what I wrote.
And there's also things like how to put short row shaping in
a pattern like this in ribbing.
Yeah,
because you've done this. With,
yeah. So I
did. Got no short row shaping.
So I made the anchors jumper, and that doesn't have short row shaping. So I put short row shaping in the ribbing. So
yeah, I'd like to know how to do that, because I've not done that.
I sort of can
convince her to do it, so then I've got personal tutorials. Please.
Yeah, I was just thinking, because somebody commented a couple of weeks ago on the tutorial I did for the picking up stitches along the vertices unite, and I quite enjoyed doing that. So,
but there's people who come and see you at shows that I'm vending at, and they'll ask you questions.
Yeah.
Right? She just goes, "Oh yeah, I know how to do that," and I'm like, "How? How?" But yeah, so that would be interesting, I think.
So I might make up some swatches and see, and
it'd be good.
But if you've got any requests, put them down below.
Or drop us an email.
Yes, norfolkgirlsknitting@gmail.com.
Yeah, drop us an email and Mum will go through them. She basically does all the admin behind here, because I'm running a business and it's quite stressful.
She says, we could do a podcast, but I'm only just going to sit down and talk about things. And that's it.
I did not. You offered to do all the editing because you wanted to do the podcast.
Yeah.
We're going to have a Barney now, aren't we?
Yeah. It's tradition. But yeah. Let us know what you're working on. And that's about it, really.
Maybe see you this weekend at the big flock.
But if we don't, we'll see you in about a month's time.
Yeah.
We've got to get our diaries out now and redo our schedule, because I've messed things up.
Oh yeah.
By getting a job. So
forgot about that.
So we're going to have to redo our schedules. But yeah.
Luckily I've got my diary here.
So we will see you either at the weekend or in about a month's time. Take care, everyone. Hope you're enjoying your crafting. And if you're not, just put it down. Start something else.
Yeah, life's too short.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.